The Ohio Water Polo Referees Association, fostering the development of water polo officials. Welcome to a fan's guide to understanding water polo rules and interpretations, presented by the Ohio Water Polo Referees Association. I'm Chad Packer, and I'm the supervisor of officials. This is actually the third in a three-part series about understanding water polo for fans who may not be super familiar with the game. The first one covered the basics of the game, what a goal looks like, what a pool looks like, what are some of the whistles you're hearing. The second one was a little more about the free throws that players are taking, goal throws, corner throws, restarts, penalty throws, that type of stuff. This one is going to focus a little bit more on the fouls themselves, right? So, videos, explanations to discuss different types of fouls, ordinary fouls, penalty fouls, exclusions, and what their impact is on the game. So let's start with ordinary fouls. Ordinary fouls, using the bottom, lane lines, other apparatus, or apparati, I guess would be the plural, to help players taking the ball underwater when tackled, pushing off a player, offsides, which is inside 2 meters ahead of the ball. If the ball goes out of play, those are just ordinary fouls. Referees are going to blow simple tweet whistles, and play will continue. If during this video, when it comes up black like this, there's going to be a video to follow, which I'll talk a little bit about. So, ball under is a foul that everybody loves to yell, ball under. So watch as the dark player swims to the center with the ball. The white goalie and a white defender are going to push the ball under as the offense attempts to turn towards the goal with his hand on top. So if a player has his or her hand on top of the ball and contact is made by the defense from the shoulder down and the ball goes underwater, the ball is actually leaving the field of play and is considered under at that point, which would be a contra foul, which would be a tweet, going the other way. If the defense is tackled and takes the ball underwater, like if they get it real quick and the offense puts it under, technically, I guess they're on offense now and the defense is putting the ball under. It's going to be a brand new shot clock. So let's take a look at this video here. And right here, see that player turn and the ball's underwater right there. That's going to be ball under. A crowd favorite. Look at how happy those people are. That referee called ball under. Good job, Mr. Referee. See it right here again. It's ball under, right? Ball is left the field of play. Off we go the other way. New shot clock. And there we go. Other ordinary fouls would be a delay in taking a free throw or penalty throw, right? So player gets a reasonable amount of time. Referee wants the ball to move down the pool or to be taken on a penalty throw. If the player delays, that's going to be an ordinary foul. A shot clock violation, right? 30-second shot clocks, if those get expired. If a team's not ready to start after a timeout or at the beginning of a quarter, referee can do that. You won't see that very much, but we can. An improper shot on goal. So let's say I get fouled at 4 meters and I shoot the ball directly at the goal. You're not allowed to do that. So that would be another contra foul. Okay. You're going to see a slide pop up here. I'm going to scoot past that guy pretty quickly. That's my old format there. Let's take a look at this player here taking an ordinary foul. Okay, white just got fouled, ordinary by dark. Watch the ball come in, not holding the ball, just a reach over, simple ordinary foul. So white gets a free throw there. Let's see another one here. Where are we at? There we go. Ordinary foul right here. The player just kind of sinks her a little bit. White wasn't holding the ball. Let's watch it again. You're looking right here. Ball's going to come over. Slight loss of possession, ordinary, off we go. There's going to be another one. Let's see. Right here again. Again, just kind of lays on her a little bit. Ordinary fouls are just a part of the game. They just kind of actually help move the ball. Believe it or not, fouls actually help move the ball. It's just a part of the game. That's why they're whistled as ordinary. That's why they're listed in the rulebook as ordinary fouls. I don't know that I have. Okay. I don't have any other ones there. Exclusion fouls. So if you're interfering with a free throw that a player gets to take, I talked about those in another video, then that would be an exclusion foul. If you're blocking a shot or a pass outside 5 meters, where the player has the ability to shoot the ball directly. That would be interfering, so that would be an exclusion. So let's say that's actually 6 meters now. I need to update that. If a player gets fouled outside 6 meters and ball and fouler outside 6, and that player rears up to shoot, you're not allowed to block that. You have to back off a meter, so that would be an exclusion. If a player is attempting to shoot and a player splashes him or her, that's going to also be an exclusion. There's a couple other ways that exclusion fouls happen. The big ones are really holding, sinking, and pulling back. Anytime a player aggressively holds, sinks, or pulls back an opponent with or without the ball, 2-hand fouls are going to be exclusions anywhere in the pool. Kicking or striking, those are actually flagrant misconduct. Those are going to be game exclusions. Simple misconduct, that could be taunting, that could be profanity. That could be play where it's an overly physical play. Those are gonna result in misconducts. Kicking or striking are gonna be flagrant misconducts. Overly violent plays are going to be maybe exclusion fouls isn't even the correct term. They're actually gonna be personal fouls. But flagrant misconducts are gonna result in that player being removed from the game. Entering the field improperly is another example of an exclusion foul. If you come in early off of a 6-on-5 or something like that, that would be an example of entering the field improperly. Remember, black, here comes a video. So the ball is going to be passed to a white player. Watch as a dark defender comes from the top, and she is just going to aggressively chop down on the white shooter's arm, and the backcourt referee, actually it's going to be here. He's going to whistle it. Yeah, so he just whistles her out there. That was overly aggressive. That wasn't striking because it wasn't like a fist thrown or something like that. That was just an overly aggressive foul. Watch here again from behind. It's that really hard move there, and he makes that striking motion. Coach should not be out there, but he is. You are going to, let's watch that one more time. Just it's one of those where if you're ooh, or you as a ref, you say to yourself ooh, that's probably one that needs to be excluded. So these are old videos. Again, there's a 5-meter cone. That yellow cone's going to be out here at 6 meters now, but a whole lot of updating on those videos to do there. Okay, so you're going to see this is going to be a 2-hand foul up top, if I'm remembering correctly. It's going to happen right up here. It's going to be a pull back and a sink. Pull back, sink over the top. That's an exclusion. It's probably happening early in the game. Referees are establishing control, but it's a 2-hand foul, pull back, and then through the body. And then an extra tip away of the ball is going to get you in some trouble too sometimes. So that's another example of an exclusion foul. Oh, yeah, this one's kind of funny. Ball's going to come in. This player's just going to swim right over the goalie's head. He's going to pull back on the goalie's head to get the ball. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's just that's overly physical. We can't allow that to happen in the game. So now this guy's got to swim all the way down to there. So we can get there. Watch it again. It's not funny because it's player safety, but it's just so blatantly obvious that he just pulls back on the head. Yeah, whistle, multiple whistles. Referee, great job of maintaining player safety, and overly physical calls excludes that player. There's going to be an exclusion at the center here. Let's go through the bulleted points here. So the ball's going to be passed into the white center. So that means white's on O, black's on, or dark's on defense. Dark defender is going, he's playing directly behind the white center, and where the dark center defender's hands are as she pulls back on the white. So hands down is always kind of another thing that referees are looking for here. It's going to be right here. His hands are down. Ball's going to come in. His hands are down. See how she tries to turn? Yeah, that's a good exclusion. I need to celebrate that one for sure. Tries to make the turn. Can't make the turn because she's being held. Exclusion. Yep. Directly behind. Sinking. Good whistle there. Let's watch another one here. Ball is going to be passed to the dark center. Oh, that might be the same one here. Oh yeah, it's the exact same goal. It's just at the other end here. So, ball's going to come in. White center's playing behind. See that right hand's down. Ball comes in. This is where you know, we talk about the part of the pool here. Remember, these cones are going to be out at about 6 meters now. Not about, it is going to be at 6 meters. But everything changes when you get inside 6 meters. So you can't, this referee has a hard time seeing it. The backcourt referee is going to see the right hand down, slight hold, preventing Dark from going and getting the ball. And if she didn't, one of these defenders is going to come in and grab it. So referee steps in, whistles the exclusion. Yeah, you know, the holding, sinking, or pulling back inside 6 meters, right? That's what we're talking about there. Penalty throws. So these are akin to penalty shots in soccer. So any player in the game can take the penalty throw, including the goalie now. In a floating goal situation, the goalie's head must be completely inside the goal. On a wall goal, we just need hips on the goal line. I didn't update this slide, so I'm reading it real fast to make sure I didn't mess it up. To that 6 meter line there. But I remember penalty throws are still taken at the 5 meter cone though. All of the players must be 2 meters from the shooter, right? So that's wider than the goal, so you're not allowed in there splashing or kicking sometimes. Referee's going to raise a hand when ready and blow his whistle and lower arm simultaneously, and the shooter must shoot. So let's watch this referee here conduct a penalty throw. This is the shooter. He is at 5 meters. These two defenders need to be at least 2 meters away. He's going to raise his hand, simultaneously lower it while blowing the whistle, and the penalty shot is going to be conducted. So that's a penalty throw right there. Pretty simple. Penalty fouls. So that was a penalty throw that happens after these penalty fouls. So anything within 6 meters that prevents a probable goal, kicking or striking within 6 meters, an excluded player interfering with play. So let's say we whistle a player for holding, sinking, or pulling back, and as he was swimming out of the pool, he or she is swimming out of the pool, they interfere with play. That's going to be an exclusion. If a goalie pulls over a goal, that's going to be a penalty throw. And a player not entitled to participate in entering the field is going to be a penalty foul as well. So that's going to result in that penalty throw you just saw there. So think about a play where a player is going to the goal and just gets killed from the back or pulled from the back or cannot continue because there's a positional change. That's going to result in the personal foul of a penalty foul, and then a penalty throw, or sometimes people yell 5 meter, is going to take place. So let's watch this play here. See what we got. Ball comes into the center. It's a steal. He is off to the races. Inside 5. Pull. Yep. See 14 there. Let's see if we can grab it. Oh, good job, Chad. See that pull back right there? Get there. So that's going to result in a penalty throw. Let's see. I think another one. Turn. He's riding on the arms there, or excuse me, his arms are riding on his back. See, he's a big old strong guy. See, he was just, his hands were, see, now he's going to tell you his hands were up, but watch where his hands are. He's sinking him with the elbow. See that elbow right there? Now, hands are up, so he's demonstrating the referees. I'm not pulling him, but I am sinking him. So, pass in front, player forward, inside what's now 6 meters, which would be there, and just kind of ride in the back there. That's going to be a penalty. Great call. Good job, referees. Well done. Got another one here. Right here. In front. Turn. That was a lot called on position right there. It was good. It was a good whistle. That hand came down and sank him there. Referee holds up 5 for penalty. It's going to be taken right there. Good job, referees. Love it. For personal fouls, players get 3, and then they're fouled out. Exclusion fouls and penalties, both of those count towards that number, right? So penalties, exclusion fouls, if you're one of those people that might be keeping score, the scorekeeper at the table, both of those count, right? And once a player gets 3, he or she gets red flagged and cannot participate in the rest of the game. So that's a pretty basic synopsis of the different fouls, ordinaries, and personal fouls, exclusions, penalties that you're going to see in a game. If you have questions about calls or you want to know why a referee whistled something, all of us are always happy to answer questions. I obviously approached at the right time, but if you see me sitting on deck or maybe evaluating a game, or it's my off game, or I'm out grabbing a hot dog in the concession stand and you got questions, you can always come up and say, hey, Chad, just got a couple of questions about something. Maybe you can clear something up. I'd be more than happy to discuss what I'm seeing and my interpretation. And we can have a nice conversation about that, or we can have a conversation about anything, because I love talking to people. If you have email questions, you can hit me up on Gmail at OWPRA.org or OPRA.org at gmail.com. I will see you on the deck.